Today we're going to take a look at what's going on in tech news. Let's get to it. Palworld CEO Takuro Mizobe, I hope I'm saying that right, took to social media to call out that Tencent is making a Palworld clone. From the post, Tencent is already making a Palworld clone game. In China, various companies are simultaneously developing mobile clones of Palworld, and the budget scale is about 10 billion yen, 10 times that of Palworld. It looks like there will be a ton of Genshin-quality monster breeding games released next year. Amazing times. While some gaming sites like IGN are running with headlines that make Mizobe's post seem like he's making accusations, which, if we go by the definition, it's when you make a claim that someone has done something wrong, to us that's reading a little too far into what he said, and maybe a little clickbaity. All we can say for certain is that he's pointing out that the Palworld clones are coming, and the companies making them are well funded. The game he's talking about is called Auroria, and based on the Steam page for it, to us it looks like a mashup of Palworld meets No Man's Sky meets Fortnite. There's a lot of touchscreen controls shown, so it'll be interesting to see how mobile-centric the game is overall. Will it be a typical mobile gacha game packed with microtransactions, or will it be a standalone game like Palworld and Pokemon? If the release date is to be believed, we won't have to wait long to find out. It appears that Amazon Prime's Fallout TV series has kicked off a fresh wave of interest in the Fallout video games that inspired it. According to SteamDB, Fallout New Vegas, Fallout 4, and Fallout 76 have seen big jumps in player numbers. And while the weekly numbers look impressive, it's the year-over-year view that really tells the story. Fallout 76 even hit its highest all-time peak as a result. And while we don't have PC Game Pass numbers, we suspect that the games are seeing similar percentage boosts over there too. This is great to see, because while we really like the TV show, here at Overload headquarters, there have been thousands of hours logged in their games collectively. So as huge fans of the franchise, we're excited to see other people looking into the games again, especially Fallout 76. Because that game in particular has come a long way since launch, and there's never been a better time to visit the Wasteland. A sign-up page to test World of Warcraft's upcoming expansion, The War Within, is now live, and anyone interested can apply. From the post, join us in testing The War Within. Players who have opted in can be selected to be testers, and invitations will go out regularly throughout the test. If selected to participate in the beta test, your Battle.net account will already be flagged for access. Based on the wording, as far as we can tell, you're guaranteed access to this beta test phase if you pre-ordered the Epic Edition of the game. The Getting Started section points out that if you get picked to participate, you'll know via your account page on Battle.net. The War Within is the first chapter of the upcoming 3-part World Soul saga, and so far we've been impressed with everything that we've seen since the original reveal. We're still 50-50 about hopping into the beta though. Sometimes we like to be surprised when a new WoW expansion launches, so we may hold off, but hey, that's just us. So let us know if you're going to hop in and check it out. Before we get to the rest of the video, I want to mention our Patreon. As a subscriber, you'll be listed as a producer of our content. You'll also get access to our custom game cover art that we've put together over the years. You'll likely see it in action in some of our videos. This art works great with custom launchers and really goes a long ways in making a digital game collection look awesome. So click on the link below, head on over to our Patreon, and become a producer today. Okay, back to the video. PlayStation Blog posted some Ghosts of Tsushima Director's Cut updates, a criminally underrated game in our opinion, and there was some interesting stuff. First up is the recommended hardware table. It's looking like you're going to need 16 gigs of RAM and at least a GeForce 2060 to hit 60 FPS at 1080p. And if you want that same performance at 1440p, you're going to need an 11th gen Intel or Ryzen 5 5600 CPU combined with a GeForce 3080 or a Radeon 6800. It looks like DLSS 3 and FSR 3 are going to be available along with support for DualSense controllers, though you'll have to use a wired connection if you want full support there. The blog also calls out that the game supports ultra-wide and super ultra-wide out of the box, which is awesome to see. And while this is great, The thing that caught our attention most was the announcement of the PlayStation overlay. From the blog, Ghosts of Tsushima Director's Cut is the first PlayStation title on PC that uses a new PlayStation overlay, which includes your friends list, trophies, settings, and your profile. This feature is available on Windows PCs and will be accessible from the in-game menu. While playing the game, you can earn PlayStation trophies just like on PlayStation consoles. Ghosts of Tsushima Director's Cut on PC shares the same trophy set as the game on PlayStation 5 consoles. In addition, the PC version also has full support for achievements on Steam and the Epic Game Store. We're huge fans of in-game achievements here at Overload headquarters, so this is something that we'll definitely be following up on after the game launches. WCCF Tech has an article up that details NVIDIA's plans to help small form factor PC builders build better mini-gaming machines. NVIDIA plans to do this by working with their partners to build components like chassis, PSUs, and GPUs that all have a focus on small form factor builds. The article talks about the effort to create a set of guidelines that'll make it easier for small form factor builders to identify components that'll fit into their builds. On one hand, this is great to see, because we've had quite a few small form factor PC conversations lately, and in the DIY space, the constraints in place for SFF builds can make component options very limited. On the other hand, anything NVIDIA related these days tends to have a high price tag and a lot of AI buzzwords associated with it, and we're not sure how much either of these fit into the small form factor enthusiast space, if they do come along with it. If you've ever built a PC or are considering building one, the article is definitely worth a read. We'll leave a link to it in the description below. And finally, Steam FPS Fest is up and running through April 22nd. It's a celebration of all games FPS related by way of discounts, demos, and upcoming releases bunched into one area. In a bit of crossover news, Fallout 4, which is currently $5, and Fallout 76, which is currently $8, are some of the top sellers in this sale. So if the Fallout series has you interested in the games, now's the time to pick them up. Couple of other callouts. You can grab the Halo Master Chief Collection for $10, which is an absolute steal now that they've got most of the bugs ironed out. You can also grab the entire Quake collection for just $2.24. That's less than the price of, well, pretty much everything. Also, don't forget to visit the Steam Points shop and pick up some free account items that they're handing out during FPS Fest. And that about wraps things up. Please like this video if you found it useful, and subscribe to our channel if you want more content like this. I appreciate you taking the time to watch this, and we'll chat again soon.